I did start the vlog yesterday, but we had a bit of a scare with Alfie, so any long-time viewers, he's been in my vlogs since I started vlogging. We actually got him around 10 years ago. Around 6 months ago, he was diagnosed with a condition. He's got like a heart murmur, so his heart is, yeah, he's got a heart condition basically, and they started him on medication. I don't actually really know what a heart murmur is, but there's like a build-up of fluid in his lungs. Kind of deteriorated the last kind of month, and yesterday he was like having like such a coughing fit, I think from the fluid that's built up in his lungs. Took him to the vet for an emergency appointment yesterday. They said he's basically got another 5-6 months to live. They did change his medication slightly. That will carry him through for another 5-6 months. So it is really sad because like Chihuahuas do have a longer life expectancy compared to other breeds. Like they can live 18 to 20 years, so it is sad. We are all feeling a little bit sad about that, and we just don't like to see him suffer. He's got a pushchair. We got him a pushchair, you know, in these last 6 months as he started to deteriorate, so that we can still like take him on outings without him expending loads of energy. He can just like be in his pushchair and still be like outdoors. At least he's lived a good life, and at least we can like mentally prepare ourselves now and just make sure that his last months are like as comfortable for him as possible, and just make the most of our time left with him. Top is obviously Gymshark. On a leg day, I like to wear shorts with a t-shirt, but I like to tuck this so that my credentials can be on display. You feel me? We're gonna go do a quad focus leg day, which I like. I like a quad day. It means I don't have to do RDLs. Okay, that was such a fail, honestly. How many aura points did I lose when I was so excited and ready and raring to go to do a quad day, and then I pull my back on the second exercise? I fear that has been detrimental to my aura, but I did do the Stairmaster. And actually I was pleasantly surprised that although I haven't done it in a very long time, I didn't feel very like, I thought I'd feel really unfit and really out of breath. I did put it on quite an easy level, but yeah, it didn't feel too difficult. Okay, so this is the list that we are accumulating, guys. I am making my wish list. I'm slowly making my way downtown. These are skincare products that I need / want. Most of these are a need. I need a new cleansing oil, a new cream cleanser, a clarifying wash, a new eye cream, eye treatment, overnight mask, tinted balms, oils is what I'm on now. So I'm looking at these as options. I do already have this one, lip sleeping mask, but that's like an overnight mask. I kind of want something like the Summer Fridays lip butter balm, like a tinted one. It's just always sold out. Like the ones I'd want is if I was going to get like a duo of a lip tint and a cream blush, I would want, actually I would not want a lip tint in that colour, but I do want the Piggy, what's it called? Pocket blush. I like the look of this one. Like I'd use both of these colours, but it's sold out. This one is it's too bright and corally for me. This one again is quite coral, and I don't really like that. So I don't really know. I might go on TikTok and see, like, you know, if people have swatched some of these, because I know the Summer Fridays one is especially popular. And see if people have swatched these and like what shade they actually show up as on the lips. I'm just over it. like, I'm over deciding what to wear. I'm over trying to look nice, to be honest. Like, I want to just look nice effortlessly. It feels like every time I have to put together an outfit, I just want to cry, and it's so much effort, and I end up just wearing the most basic thing anyways. Like, my wardrobe needs a major update, but that requires a lot of money and energy and time. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just gonna have to take over my boyfriend's wardrobe. Maybe I'll just stop trying to dress feminine and I'll just wear his clothes. From now on, we're gonna have to share his wardrobe. Because that would actually be easier. That would take the pressure off if I could just wear his clothes. It wouldn't work for trousers, but I could wear his tops. They would fit like very oversized, but that's kind of in. Like, I see girls wearing like really baggy tops. First things first is primer. Now, my opinion on primer is that it is a gimmick unless you have oily skin. If you have oily skin, then obviously like it's gonna break up your makeup throughout the day, so using an oil control primer. But if you have dry skin like me, I don't think you necessarily need to buy a primer. I think it's just about prepping your skin with skincare before you go in with your makeup. So I've just done my skincare, and you can see that like my skin is very hydrated. It's a little bit tacky. These are my kind of like bronzing glowy products that I use. Most days I just wear one of these products. If I want more coverage, I'll show you what I put over the top, but this is what I usually start with, is some sort of glowy product. So we do have the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is very popular. This I bought as like a supposed dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Collection Filter Finish. I've also had the Elf Halo Glow is a dupe. I like this as well. This is obviously a darker colour compared to the Charlotte Tilbury. And this gives me more of a bronzed look. I got these Elf bronzing drops as well. These are really good. I put this on my skin like by itself when I want a no makeup day. You can mix it in with your moisturizer, foundation, whatever. I really like this. I got it in the shade Pure Gold. And then I also got the L'Oreal Glotion in Medium Glow. Honorable mentions for like a no makeup day. I really like the Charlotte Tilbury tinted moisturizer, and I really like the Herborian CCI. In terms of lower coverage, I've got the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint Veil, the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation, I have the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I do have these CC creams. This is probably the most full coverage thing I own. It's the Elf Camo CC cream. It also has, yeah, it's full coverage but natural finish, SPF 30, which is good. I'm going to show you guys what this one looks like. I feel like everyone knows and loves the Charlotte Tilbury, the collection, because people don't really talk about this. As you can see, it is quite like orange and bronzy, but you'll see once I blend it out that it does blend out to quite a natural finish. This just gives a really nice natural finish. I don't use too much, but yeah, I do really like this product. This is my new obsession for concealers. It's the Dior. Got the shade 1N, and actually it's not as light as I thought it would be. I tend to use two concealers. I use one that's kind of like more my shade, because that kind of cancels out the darkness and color corrects, and then I go in with a concealer on top that's brightening and lighter. No one talks about the Rimmel Kind and Free range, and it is so good if you have dry skin. This is their Kind and Free concealer in the shade Fair. This is the type of like color, you can see that's significantly lighter, that I go for on top to brighten. and it has such a radiant finish. It's not high coverage, so if you're looking for that, it won't give you that, but it's a good brightening concealer to use, and it's hydrating. I tend to use a liquid blush too. I really like this Vive Sunset Blush Balm in the shade Cherub. Also really like the Charlotte Tilbury, I think it's called their Glowgasm. Keep that kind of high up on the cheekbones and kind of bring it to the apples of my cheekbones too. And then I like to put some blush on my nose and also on my chin. Loose powders. This, if you're in the makeup world, everyone is crashing out about Givenchy changing the formula of their Prism Libre powder. If you don't have problematic under eyes, you could just go for kind of any powder. It will do to set your under eyes, right? But my under eyes are very dry. I have fine lines. This is the best powder I've found to set my under eyes. This powder does everything. And then Givenchy went and reformulated it. And you'd think they reformulated it, oh, they must have made it somehow even better, even though it's like one of the best powders on the market. And they literally ruined it. It has a completely different finish. My auntie got me the mini one just to try out, and it is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I've tried to find use for it by using it as a finishing rather than a setting powder, even though it is marketed as a setting powder. So I'll just take a big fluffy brush and I'll dust it over my face at the end of my makeup, just so I can get some use for it. But it is honestly so bad. But yeah, now that I've got a decent amount left, as you can see, but because I can't repurchase this anymore, I'm like reserving it for only very special occasions where like I really want my makeup to look good. So I'm back on the Huda Beauty one, and this one's okay. This one's pretty good, but it's still semi-drying for my under eyes, to be honest. Bronzer, I like this Physicians Formula one. I got this when I was in Turkey. I don't know if they sell this in the UK. I contour my nose. I don't do a very like specific nose contour. I just kind of go under along the bridge and then I connect it to my eyebrow. I really like this bronzer topper from the Balm. Again, I purchased this in Turkey because I feel like the Balm has disappeared off the face of the earth in the UK. Blush wise, I love my favorite is probably the Dior Rosy Glow. Recently got the Dior Backstage Glow palette. Take my finger and I like this white shade for the inner corners. Like, you barely need to touch. It's so pigmented. I love it, and I sometimes put it all over my lid too. It's really nice. I really like this NYX brow glue. You can get it clear or tinted. I've got it in the shade dark brown. This is really good. It's like a brow glue and it has a tint to it as well. Brows, I'm pretty low maintenance because my brows are microbladed. So most days I just apply this. If I want them a bit more defined or darker in some spots, I'll use a brow pencil. I just use the Maybelline Express Brow. Mascara wise, I just use drugstore. I like the Maybelline Lash Sensational and the L'Oreal Telescopic. I normally wing out with a darker eyeshadow rather than a liquid liner, but I just thought I'd try liquid liner again today. And I tend to contour underneath as well, so I'll do a darker shadow, but then I'll line my waterline with a white liner. Just do some under eye mascara as well. It'll look better without. Finishing touches, I'll do my lips just before I leave the house. Like I said, setting spray. Just dry it a little bit actually, but whilst it's still a little bit damp, I will take my my Hourglass powder, take it on my beauty blender, and then just go under my eyes and down the side of my nose, and it just brightens. Okay, It's lip combo time. Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk. I never understood the hype of high-end lip liners until I tried this one. It's so good. Okay, that. Then I'm gonna use, we'll see if I use a darker lip liner or not. The Benefit Benetint as a bit of a tint. I'm gonna bring this jacket. Yeah, and this bag. So this is the full outfit. This I got from, I think, H&M a few years ago. It's a good kind of like in-between seasons jacket. This top is from Urban Outfitters. It's like a slinky kind of stretchy vest. These leggings are from H&M. They're like ribbed. Okay, so we have arrived. I actually love my makeup today. Maybe I do need to go in with a more full coverage because I put that hourglass tint over the top and it's not that much coverage, but I feel like it's just made my skin look really flawless. And then the liquid liner, I'm feeling it. I might have to work this into my everyday routine. But yeah, it's actually really warm. I don't think I needed my jacket, but I'm gonna bring it with me anyway, just in case. Guys, this from H&M is $19.99. This is the white one, but this is the XL, and I think I prefer the XL, but I prefer the khaki, and they don't have the khaki in the XL. I'm gonna send my boyfriend comparison pics and see what he says. Sent the pictures to my boyfriend and he said, personally I'm feeling the green as I love that colour. White in the XL is kind of giving dressing gown at a hotel, which is fair. He said, do they have the green in an XL in store or online? I don't think it fits badly at all in an L. So yeah, I'm gonna get the green in the L. And I agree, that's what I thought anyway. I just needed confirmation from someone else, so yeah, I think I will get that. Okay, so I've got a whole basket. I've picked up, I'll show you guys what I picked up. I picked up, oh, this is what I picked up. In the large. £15. Contains wool. And then I got a grey, like, cardigan in a large as well. I think this is actually the final stop. We're in Stradivarius. Just found some jeans that I really like and I'd recommend to people. It's the, what is it? It's the maxi baggy. Really nice baggy fit. I'm gonna get the size 10. It is too big on my waist. So I tried the 8, which is crazy because I've been an 8 for like 5 years. But that was too tight. I couldn't get that done up. So I'm just gonna get the 10. And then I'm gonna get these straight leg joggers, but I'm not sure whether to get them in the brown or the beige. We've had a successful shopping trip. Honestly, I love shopping by myself, but where is my help? I have no concept of time. That's why I'm late everywhere. You know, people, this is the first time, a couple of weeks ago was the first time I heard of the term time blindness. And I'm not saying, I know it's a trait of, because they say it's a trait of ADHD, and I'm not saying I'm not self-diagnosing, but so I don't have ADHD. Maybe I do have ADHD, who knows, whatever. I always lock my car when I get into it. You should do that too. I got here at 2:15 and it is now 8 o'clock. The shop's shut. I couldn't shop anymore. Cabot Circus actually shut down for me because my mum got on the phone to them and said, you need to shut the shops now because my daughter is on a spree and she's not coming home. I'm not going to give you guys a haul in the car because all the shopping's in the boot. I will give you guys a haul when I get home. I got a new pair of jeans. I love finding a new pair of jeans because that's so hard to do. Like, I feel like I've achieved a lot today just by finding a pair of jeans that fit and that I liked. I still don't like them 100% real, but am I ever gonna like a pair of jeans on me 100%? There's always gonna be something about them that I'm like, oh, I wish they were a bit more high-waisted, but they'll do, or I wish they were a bit tighter on the waist, but they'll do, or I wish they were a bit looser on the hips, but they'll do, or I wish they were like not as long so I have to wear platform shoes with them, but they'll do. Do you know what I mean? And then I also stumbled across this jacket. I'll show you guys at home. And I couldn't decide whether to get it. Do I get it? And then I like looked it up on the Stradivarius website and it's sold out. And I was like, this is my sign. It's sold out for a like, I get it now or I don't get it. So I got it. I do love shopping by myself because I can take my time, but it is also dangerous because I don't know how much I've spent. And I fear that if the shops had not shut, I would have gone somewhere else and spent more money. The downside, so if I had someone with me, they might be able to control me a bit more. And they'd also carry my shopping, hold my shopping whilst I'm looking around. Let me check my my hate comments on TikTok. Yeah, love that. Mum's changed around the living room. Hello. Hello. She's changed it round so that Alfie can sit up on here and watch out the window because that's one of his favourite things to do. Hasn't she, Alfie? Oh, baby. Yeah. You see how yellow it is? Because it's low. Ives. It was a full moon a couple of nights ago. Wow. First stop, H&M. Bakmıyorsun ki.
Evet, çok güzel anneciğim.
She said çok güzel. That means very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
I got.
Rengi de çok güzel.
Thank you. She said that the colour's nice as well.
İngilizce konuşayım istiyorsan.
Yok, Türkçe konuş.
Türkçe konuşayım, peki.
This just basic top, dark brown, simple. This top as well.
I'm just speechless at what I'm seeing around. Hundreds of balloons surrounded by them. The sun is rising over the mountains.
Bunlar hep H&M.
Yakısı güzel. The neckline is nice. Primark, I got these socks.
Giydin mi?
I got this jumper.
Ready? Excited? Right, I think they're ready for you.
Primark, guess how much?
Careful going up the stairs.
And this has wool in it. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Wool
So,
var.
is there space for one more?
It says contains. She said, is it 1%? Anyway, the fit's nice, the colour's nice.
Evet, rengi çok güzel.
Stay together all the time and enjoy.
The way balloons work is pretty simple too.
Ah, dur.
Send
Gözlerim.
Then I got this cardigan. This one was £13. Same kind of material. Ondan sonra I went to Stradivarius. I got these jeans.
I hope you're having as much fun as we do.
I got these joggers.
Kim?
I feel like I'm not showing the vlog. These joggers, just basic,
Ay, güzel.
straight leg.
navigating us towards the region's most popular
Aa,
south
yumuşaktı, evet.
Yeah. And then you'd like these.
huge rock pillars.
These leggings, basic. You've got some from Zara, don't you?
Real.
This colour. And I got black. These just like
How do you
basic
find me the balloon experience?
flared.
Absolutely stunning.
like yoga kind of trousers.
Baksana ne güzel oldu. Güzel
Dad's
şeyler
not looking.
almış.
Do you like it?
Güzel şeyler almış.
Evet. Aynen.
Babam beni otele götürmeyi planlıyor.
When?
Siz doğum günü için şey aldınız ya.
Evet.
3-4
Okay, so before I put all this away, I am going to FaceTime my boyfriend to give him a haul. He likes a good haul, and he was involved in picking out that green jacket, and then I didn't message him the rest of the day because I didn't need his opinion for anything else, to be honest. But yeah, that was my haul downstairs to my parents. Get to Primark for your knitwear, although I will say, like, it was, obviously they are cheap, so I don't know what the quality is going to be like after a few washes, but I'm pretty happy with those finds. And then Stradivarius, that burgundy jacket sold out. I'm really glad I got it now. And I would really recommend going there for your basic, like, ribbed, like, thicker leggings for autumn winter, like those two that I got in black and this like kind of mink color. I actually can't describe to you the way that they snatched my figure. The waist is high but doesn't dig in, goes, waist disappears when you put them on, but doesn't compress your ass either, like just lets your ass be. They made my figure look so good. I got it in a medium, but I got the black in a large because there was no medium left. I tried on both and they both fit fine, but I do prefer the fit of the medium. We're gonna get ready for bed. Oh, I need to fake tan tonight. I'm also gonna oil my scalp. I'm sorry, but I've like, you know when you start doing something or saying something ironically and then you just, it becomes a part of your normal behavior. Doing this and on going like that on whatever objects I'm holding has become normal for me now. Because it's like ASMR. What was I saying? Oh, I'm gonna oil my scalp. I think I've shown this before on here. This is the oil I use. It's the Fable and Mane hair oil, which is specifically a hair root oil. And then I also use a rosemary oil that I just got off Amazon. So I massage those into my scalp the night before I wash my hair and leave it in overnight, and that way it can do its magic overnight. So I'm going to do that as well. I've been wanting to speak on this and I know exactly why I've just left it and left it and left it, and now it's at the end of the vlog, because it is uncomfortable to speak about somewhat. But the reason why I am doing this whole like reset is because I have been struggling with my mental health recently. Mental health is something that everyone has. Just like your physical health fluctuates throughout life and obviously eventually deteriorates, but your mental health also. Mentality, when it goes too far, it can become quite stigmatizing, this idea that, you know, you're above mental health problems or only certain people have mental health problems. Any one of us can have mental health problems and are likely to have you know, a period of low mood or anxiety, for example. The nature of life is that, you know, everyone has some degree of hardship, suffering, everyone experiences loss, a lot of people experience trauma, so everyone does experience mental health difficulties, obviously just to varying degrees. So I just wanted to speak on that because I think it's important to normalize that. For me, it's really around grief and loss. So I did share on my channel after it happened, but last October my cousin passed away. And yeah, that was that's a really hard loss because he was my age and we were really close, and it was just such like an unexpected and tragic loss, and that's why I'm struggling now, is because the 1 year anniversary is coming up, so it's all just kind of hitting me. And I feel like I am in some degree still in shock over what's happened, and I haven't really processed it fully. So with the 1 year coming up, it's just like this sense of like shock, like how is this real? Like, I can't believe it's been a year. It's almost been a year since we lost him. Like, it's this like disbelief and horror that it's true, that it really happened. But yeah, he passed away last October, and then it's just like, I know the next few months are going to be hard because of October, and then his birthday's in November, and then like Christmas is, you know, obviously a time where you're with family, and it's you know, going to be another Christmas without him. So I know that the next few months are going to be hard, so that's why I've been like proactive in thinking about how to reset and getting myself more support and getting counselling for it as well. Hopefully that's going to start soon. But yeah, I think really my experience with it was that I was like, when he passed away, I was just so distraught, but I had to continue in some way. I had to submit my application for my doctorate in November the next month. And then, yeah, once I'd submitted that, I was like, that's such a weight off my chest. And then I continued to struggle with that loss. It was Christmas and New Year, it was really hard. And then in March, I found out that I had interviews for the doctorate. So I was like, okay, I have to just lock in. And so anytime I thought about it, I was like, I literally can't afford to engage in the grief, because I've got the biggest interviews of my life coming up. Like, I can't afford to like go down you know, I can't afford to spiral. And then once my interviews were over and I found out that I didn't get the outcome I wanted, it really hit me then, because I was like, it was what I was kind of putting off thinking about. And it's like, you know, at the time I was like, it would have all been worth it if I'd got on to a course, but I didn't. And then summer was just kind of, I think I just kept myself really busy over summer, to be honest, like going on holidays and stuff. And then in August, like, it just hit me really, really hard. So in August, you start thinking, oh, it's end of summer, autumn's coming up. And ordinarily, like, I love autumn. And I'd be really excited for it. But I was like, it just really hit me. I was like, in 2 months' time, it's going to be a year. So August was a really difficult month for me, and yeah, I just like, I think, you know, when you're not doing things that you'd normally do, and when there are changes to your very basic things like your eating patterns, your sleeping habit. For the whole of August I didn't go to the gym, and like, you guys know me, I'm such a gym rat. So for me to not go for 4 weeks is, or I think it ended up being 5 weeks, is quite telling of how low I was feeling. I was not sleeping, not eating properly, like I was exhausted at work, so I hadn't slept. So then after work I'd be so tired, shut my blinds, get into bed, feel so low, just stay in bed until nighttime. Then I couldn't sleep, and it was just the same thing over and over again. Something that everyone goes through, and I think there is a misconception that you grieve, or you go through stages of grief and then like, that's it, like you've grieved. And it's like, grief is actually something that stays with you forever, and the most random memories, triggers, things can bring it back up. And it definitely comes in waves, and especially around anniversaries or family events, things like that. Like, it can be re-triggered. What's not helpful is to feel guilty about struggling with your grief when it's been X amount of time and you think, oh, I should be over this or whatever, and it's okay to never be over a loss. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys on that. I would just do my stretches, use my foam roller, listen to some music, and then do my skincare routine, oil my scalp, and that's probably it. I can't really be bothered to do a face. Oh, I need to fake tan. I was gonna say I can't be bothered to do a face mask. I don't think I really need to, but I am gonna fake tan as well. So yeah, that is everything. That concludes this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash a thumbs up down below, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.